The Ten Commandments originated from ancient Egyptian religion, and postulate that the biblical Jews borrowed the concept after their exodus from Egypt. Chapter 125 of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, A.K. The Papyrus of Ani includes a list of things to which a man must swear in order to enter the afterlife. These sworn statements bear a remarkable resemblance to the Ten Commandments in their nature and their phrasing. The Book of the Dead has additional requirements, and, of course, doesn't require worship of Yahweh. 1. The Book of the Dead was written circa 1800 BC. To the Scofield Reference Bible estimates that the Hebrew exodus from Egypt and the provision of the Ten Commandments on Mount Sinai occurred in 1491 BC, some 3 centuries later. Thus, many religious liberals, historians, and secularists have concluded that the Hebrew Scriptures' Ten Commandments were based on this earlier document, rather than vice versa. Ancient Egyptian religion taught that person had to undergo trials after death, as they proceeded towards the underworld. One major test was that the weight of their heart was compared to that of a feather. Egyptians believed that, if the person had committed sin during his or her lifetime, then their heart would become heavier. The heart does naturally gain weight with age. The Egyptians might have noticed this and assumed that the weight gain was caused by the commission of sins. Unfortunately, there appears to be no chance that the deceased person can pass that test. Adult hearts weigh over a pound, and male heart weighs 280 to 340 grams. Female hearts weigh from 230 to 280 grams. A feather weighs a small fraction of a pound. The god Thoth would record the results and the monster Emmet would wait nearby to eat the heart should it prove unworthy, for presumably, failing this test and having one's heart eaten would not be an encouraging sign. A second trial was that the deceased would have to recite a negative confession, when she or he descends to the Hall of the Two Truths. In the statement, he or she swore that they had not engaged in specific behaviors while alive. According to Egyptologist Ahmed Usman, one translation of the statement reads, "Hail to thee, great God, Lord of the Two Truths. I have come unto thee, my Lord, that thou mayest bring me to see thy beauty. I know thee, I know thy name. I know the names of the 42 gods who are with thee in this broad hall of the Two Truths. Behold, I am come unto thee. I have brought thee truth, I have done away with sin for thee. I have not sinned against anyone. I have not mistreated people. I have not done evil instead of righteousness. I have not reviled the God. I have not laid violent hands on an orphan. I have not done what the God abominates. I have not killed. I have not turned anyone over to a killer. I have not caused anyone suffering. I have not copulated illicitly. I have not been unchaste. I have not increased nor diminished the measure. I have not diminished the palm, I have not encroached upon the fields. I have not added to the balance weights, I have not tampered with the plumb bob of the balance. I have not taken milk from a child's mouth, I have not driven small cattle from their herbage. I have not stopped the flow of water in its seasons, I have not built a dam against flowing water. I have not quenched a fire in its time. I have not kept cattle away from the god's property. I have not blocked the god at his processions. The Ten Commandments originated from ancient Egyptian religion. Book of the Dead, I have done away sin for thee and not acted fraudulently or deceitfully. I have not belittled God. I have not inflicted pain or caused another to weep. I have not murdered or given such an order. I have not used false balances or scales. I have not purloined, held back, the offerings to the gods. I have not stolen. I have not uttered lies or curses. Bullet Exodus 20:7-16. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. 6,7. Since, if this is so, then this is another fact, that the Christians are sinners and should not preach, and all should repent to the Egyptian gods.